Hello, this is Mike from Cornerable Software, and today I'm going to show you how to use Cornerable Server Manager to automatically monitor and generate alerts based on results from a PowerShell command. An example use case for the PowerShell template is to get a list of local accounts on each managed server that have not been logged into for the last 30 days. This feature was requested by one of my customers so they can identify accounts that are no longer in use. You could take this one step farther and use Cornerable Server Manager to automatically delete accounts that are no longer being used. However, today I'm going to limit this video to identifying inactive local accounts with a PowerShell command. Out of the box, Cornerable Server Manager includes a sample template called Inactive Local Accounts that uses a PowerShell template to identify local accounts no longer in use. To find the template, from the Explorer view, expand the Root Templates node, then Sample Templates, followed by Windows. There are two templates which I want to mention: the Inactive Domain Accounts, which is an Active Directory user monitor template, and the Inactive Local Accounts, which is a PowerShell template. If I right-click on the Inactive Local Accounts template, then select Properties, we can see the template-specific configuration on the Options tab. From the Options tab, notice you can select a host at the top. If you want to remotely run a PowerShell command directly on a remote host, you must install the Cornerable Server Manager agent on the remotely managed host, then configure the host to remain connected to Cornerable Server Manager. For more information on the agent, please see the In-Application Help under the Agent Server topic. If you are monitoring the local host, you do not need to install the agent. Use the Type drop-down to select to either run an individual command or script. This sample template uses the PowerShell getLocalUser command, so the command option is selected. Use the Module drop-down to select from a list of available modules. Click the Help button to view Microsoft's corresponding PowerShell documentation. Use the Command drop-down to select from the list of available module commands. Use the Parameters drop-down to set the command's parameter values. For this sample template, no parameters are required. Use the Select text box to specify the column values you want to view. If you're unsure, specify star to view all the column values. Use the Execute button to view the PowerShell command results. Use the Load Columns button to run the command or script, then automatically parse the results into data table columns. Use the Warning Trigger and Critical Trigger controls to apply trigger criteria to each returned row. To view inactive accounts, the trigger first checks to verify the account is enabled, then that the last login time was more than 30 days. To see this in action, assign the template to a host, then save the template. Once saved, expand the template, right-click on the host, then select Execute Verbose. From the Monitor Status view, select the Detail tab to view the results. To create a PowerShell template from scratch, select File, New, Expand Template, Windows Monitors, then PowerShell. Select the Options tab. Optionally, select the target host. Otherwise, the local host will be queried. Set the type to command. Select the module. Select the command. Skip past the parameters. Notice The select statement is set to star. Click the execute button. Notice all columns are returned. Specify the columns you would actually like to monitor. Click execute again. Notice only the columns of interest are listed. Scroll down, select load columns. Notice the columns and their data types are loaded. Next, apply the criteria trigger like so. Assign a host. Go back to the General tab, specify a name. Click Save. Go back to the Explorer view and click the Sync button. Expand the template, right-click on the host, then select Execute Verbose. That's remote PowerShell execution with Cornerbowl Server Manager.